Hi, my name is Bibek Adhikari. I am an English instructor. In today's class, we are going to solve the reading portion of Unit 15, that is Lincoln's Letter. So let's begin. Before starting the reading portion of Unit 15, that is Lincoln's Letter, let's think about this question once again. Who are your role models? Describe him or her. Also think, why that person is so inspiring to you, or why that person or how that person has inspired you. So the chances are that the person could have inspired you in many different ways. Now think about that. Think about why the person is so inspiring and why you chose him or her as your role model. All right? Have you done that? So now make a list. Maybe your role model could be Mahatma Gandhi. Maybe your role model is Lakshmi Prasad, Devgota. Now think about them and think about the ways in which they inspire you. All right, let's go to the reading portion now. All right, this is the reading portion. Let's read Lincoln's letter. White House, Washington, D.C. Dear Sir, he will have to learn, I know, that all men are not just, all men are not true. But teach him also that for every selfish politician there is a dedicated leader, for every scoundrel there is a hero. Teach him that for every enemy there is a friend. It will take time, I know, but teach him, if you can, that $1 earned is of far more value than £5. Teach him to learn to lose and also to enjoy winning. Steer him away from envy, if you can. Teach him the secret of quiet laughter. Let him learn early that the bullies are the easiest to lick. Teach him, if you can, the wonder of the books, but also give him quiet time to ponder the eternal mystery of birds in the sky, bees in the sun, and flowers on a green hillside. So this is a letter that Abraham Lincoln wrote to the headmaster, suggesting him the ways in which he should teach his son. So he says that all men are not just, all men are not true. Not everyone is true and not everyone are just. He also says that for every selfish person there is a dedicated, there is a hardworking, there is a selfless person. For every scoundrel, there is a hero. So for every villain, there is a hero. For every enemy, there is a friend. $1 earned is far more valuable than £5 found, And he should also learn to lose and enjoy winning. He should be away from envy, and he should also learn the secret of quiet laughter. And bullies are easiest to lick. So if you can learn the wonder of books, quiet time to ponder the mystery of birds in the skies, bees in the sun, flowers in the green hillside. So these are the things, Lincoln wants the headmaster to teach his son. So let's go on reading this one. In the school, teach him it is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. Teach him to have faith in his own ideas, even if everyone tells him he is wrong. Teach him to be gentle with gentle people, tough with the tough. Try to give him strength not to follow the crowd when everyone is getting on the bandwagon. Teach him to listen to all men, but teach him also to filter all the ears on a screen of truth. Teach him, if you can, how to laugh when he is sad. Teach him there is no shame in tears. Teach him to scoff at cynics and beware of too much sweetness. Teach him to sell his talents and brains to the highest bidder, but never to put a price tag on his heart and soul. Teach him to close his ears to a howling mob and to stand and fight if he thinks he is right. So these are the things, Lincoln wants the headmaster to teach. So it is far more honorable to cheat. It is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. And he should have his own faith in his own ideas. And when everyone tells him that he is doing wrong, but if he believes that deep inside he is doing right, he should follow his own heart. He should be gentle with gentle people and tough with tough people. The headmaster should try to give him some strength to not to follow the crowd when else is getting on the bandwagon. There's something called bandwagon propaganda. People are following, it's a crazy rat race out there. People are following one another without even knowing why they're doing that. So teach him not to follow this crazy rat race. Teach him to listen to all men, but also teach him to filter all he hears on a screen of truth. There should be a screen of truth, because everything he hears is not going to be the ultimate truth. So he should develop a natural sense of a screen, to filter the good things. So it's good thing inside and good things outside. It's like Gigo. Good in, good out, right? So teach him, if you can, how to laugh when he's sad. So quiet laughter, like I said earlier. There's no shame in crying. Crying relieves all the tension, all the mental problems. Crying is a medium by which all the negative energy of our body is, transported outside. So teach him to scoff at cynics. The world is full of cynics. The world is full of negative people. So teach him to scoff, to laugh, to mock at such people. And too much sweetness is bad. And one should always, sell one's talents and brains to the highest bidder, but never, ever one should, put a price tag on one's heart and soul. Also teach him to close his ears to the howling mob. There's a howling mob outside, and the mob keeps on shouting, and one should shut one's ears to a howling mob and stand and fight if he thinks he is right. So this is Lincoln giving advice. There's something called Gigo, do you know? In computer there's a term called Gigo. It's garbage in, garbage out. But in moral science we call it good in, good out. See, this is how changes are made. Let's go on reading the letter. Teach him gently, but do not coddle him, because only the test of fire makes fine steel. Let him have courage to be impatient. Let him have the patience to be brave. Teach him always to have sublime faith in himself, because then he will always have sublime faith in humankind. Yours faithfully, Abraham Lincoln. Now, wasn't that a fantastic letter? I think, when I completed reading the whole letter, I got some of my favorite parts. So let's talk about them. Everyone loves their kids, and everyone expects the kids to have to get the best in the world, let it be schooling, clothing, food, comfort, or say anything. But nowadays parents aren't caring hardly whether they're happy or not. They're placing, an iPad, smartphone in their hands and watching them play with it for hours together, assuming they are happy, and are unconsciously putting their children's life into a trouble which technology can cause if not used properly. But Lincoln's love went till approaching his son's teacher to give him all the education which his life has taught him, so that he can be happy to lead a peaceful life. The first concept is what I call transferring legacy. So Lincoln, in a way, is transferring what he knows as a teacher. He is transferring all that what he knows as a father, as a president, as a teacher. He is transferring all that knowledge. He's giving all that knowledge to the headmaster, so that the headmaster can apply those knowledge in the classroom. In the second paragraph of the letter, he states, for every enemy there is a friend, for every scoundrel there is a hero, for every crooked politician there is a dedicated leader. So by the above example, he intends to pass a message to his son that if there is something bad, there is something good. So the second message he is transferring is, if there is something bad, there is something good. All right. So this means, there's nothing to feel disheartened as an equally or more strong good force also to win it over. I mean, there are forces by which you can win over the evil. This can give hope in life. In the third paragraph, he talks about hard-earned money, which will allow him to focus on how he earns the money and not on how much he earns. You see? Enjoying the failure than to win through cheating is another message. On how to enjoy success than to just develop pride on succeeding. So Lincoln talks about these many ideas, and I think these ideas are very interesting. And one should, try to apply these ideas in one's life because they do make a lot of sense if you think about them. Alright, that was the end of reading portion. Now it is time for me to give you some homework. The homework is going to be this. Do you think it is good to write a letter to the head teacher by the parents? Why or why not? Discuss and write a paragraph. All right, this is your homework. All you have to do is, write what you think about this tradition of writing a letter by the parents to the head teacher. So, do you think it's a good idea? If you think it is a good idea, you can write why it is a good idea, give reasons. If you think it's a bad idea, you can also give reasons supporting your statement. Alright, that is your homework. With this, we have come to end of today's class. If you have any questions or suggestions regarding these video series, feel free to write us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you.